President Obama delivering his seventh and final State of the Union address tonight. White House aides say that speech is going to go beyond the typical laundry list of policy proposals, and it's going to be more of a profound statement. So it's going to be typical, but yet not at the same time, I suppose, here. U.S. Senator Tom Cotton on with me this morning. Senator, good morning, first of all.
Hey, Kevin, great to be on with you. That was a wild game last night.
It was nuts. I couldn't stay up for the whole thing, full disclosure.
I have an hour ahead of you here in Washington, and I stayed up for the whole thing. You mean you missed that onside kick?
I did. I missed it all. I saw the highlights. That was the thing. So,
yeah.
I saw it, but late. All right, the president doing his State of the Union address tonight. Of what you know about it, what's your take so far?
Well, as you mentioned on the lead-in there, the press reports have said he's not going to propose any new ideas, but rather look back over the last 7 years and apparently try to take a victory lap. I'm surprised by that because everywhere I look, I see the failures of President Obama's policies, whether it's on Obamacare, which is basically proven true, all the predictions that we made about it. It's driven up the cost of health care. It's cost tens of thousands of Arkansans their care. It's increased the cost of their premium and their copay or their deductible. Or wages, which have remained stagnant for working Arkansans throughout his presidency. Or if you look around the world, you just see the smoking ruins of Barack Obama's foreign policy, whether it's in Europe with Russia's invasion of Ukraine, or the Middle East with the civil war in Syria, or Iran's growing influence in Iraq and throughout the region. So I don't know what victories he's going to cite, but I'll be eager to hear what he claims.
A lot of people are saying that the nuclear deal that President Obama says he signed with Iran was not, in fact, ever signed by any Iranian officials. Is that true, or can you clarify that?
That's correct. Not only did they not respect the Constitution and submit the Ayatollah-Obama Pact as a treaty, but it was truly never signed. No one ever put his or her name on the dotted line. Secretary of State John Kerry said it's simply nothing more than a political understanding. This is why I say the United States should walk away from it, because Iran has continued to violate their obligations under international laws, firing ballistic missiles, invading the Saudi Arabian embassy, arresting more American citizens, yet the president seems hell-bent on subordinating every single interest in the United States to protecting the Ayatollah-Obama Pact.
Senator Tom Cotton here this morning. It's a response tonight by South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley. They'll talk about some different things here. Do you have any privy, or are you privy to any information about what Governor Haley might say in response to the President's State of the Union address?
I am not, but Governor Haley has been quite an accomplished governor during her tenure in South Carolina, and I know that she'll speak for the Republican Party and for the traditional principles of the party that have made us America's governing majority party, limited in constitutional government and the free enterprise system, individual liberty, and a strong national defense.
Senator Tom Cotton, what would you like to hear the president say tonight?
Some recognition of the failures that we've seen on his watch over the last 7 years, and some small efforts to start correcting those failures to give the next president, whoever he or she may be, some running start would be useful. This happened with Jimmy Carter in 1979 and 1980. After Iran fell to the Ayatollahs and the Soviet Union invaded Afghanistan, he did in fact see the error of his ways, and he changed course. He increased defense spending, and he drew a tougher line with our enemies. I don't expect that from the president, but it would be nice to hear.
It's Senator Tom Cotton on with me this morning. All right, you've done this before. You've been to State of the Union addresses. So what's the day like today in Washington? Does business continue, or is it just kind of a more ceremonial day?
Well, after that ball game ending at 12:30 a.m. In Washington, it's going to be a long day. I can tell you that much.
Yeah.
The Senate's in session. I'll here in 45 minutes. I'll go preside over the Senate for an hour, as I do every Tuesday morning. We'll have some committee meetings. We'll have votes this afternoon. We will have to come together, and we'll have a bipartisan dinner tonight, right before the State of the Union, and then the senators will meet in the Senate chamber together, bipartisan basis, and walk over the couple hundred yards across the Capitol building to the House of Representatives, where we'll take our seats, and then the cabinet officials and Supreme Court justices will come in and take their seats, and then we'll greet the president.
Are you going to have a guest there tonight?
Not tonight. Last year, my wife was able to join me when she was 6 months pregnant. This year, she had to stay home to take care of our little 8-month-old baby.
How is that guy doing?
He's doing very well. He's growing extremely fast. He's getting close to the point where he might start crawling, so I think we're going to be playing a lot more defense soon.
You know, when you get to the teen years with that guy, give Kevin Miller a call. I'll give you the... I'll try to give you my advice and try to live through that. Senator Tom Cotton, pleasure to speak to you this morning.
Great. Good to talk with you always, Kevin.
Thanks so much. It's 8:13 working.